This is a special meeting of the Board of Zoning Appeals, and I'd like to call the meeting to order. Would you kindly call the roll?
Absolutely. Margaret Clemens.
Here.
Skip Daly.
Here.
Okay, and just a reminder, Skip, if you do vote, turn your picture on, that'd be great. Guy Loftman.
Here.
Dee Owens.
Yes, there.
Great. Pamela Davidson.
Here.
Okay, so we have 3 members in person, 2 online, and a quorum.
Okay, and you have anything that you need to read as far as our rules and operating procedures?
Since this is a meeting, not a hearing, we can proceed. I do want to just make a quick announcement that because we had a quorum issue for tomorrow night, we do not have the Board of Zoning Appeals regular meeting, but we wanted to go ahead and bring this administrative item of the minutes today so that we could get that out of the way. And then all the regular business and other administrative items for tomorrow's meeting that's now canceled is going to go on to the next agenda in December.
Okay, and since
Bring
we're,
your sleeping bag in September.
yes, and I wonder if we could add to the administrative items for that next agenda, a revision of our rules so that we could have people, I think Skip has an objection that the rules don't say that we should vote on the minutes, and I'd like to add that to our administrative procedures.
Okay,
Okay, and to the rules.
The rules do require you to vote on the minutes,
Uh-huh.
so that he doesn't want to.
I see.
Oh, I mean, is that correct, Skip?
I'm sorry, could you repeat that?
Well, I wanted to add kind of a revision, for consideration for our next meeting, a revision to our rules that require members to vote on the minutes.
Right, there is nothing in the rules that say we have to vote. It says that we have to approve them.
Then could we add it to clarify that, that confusion?
Yeah, that is exactly how the board approves anything.
That's right.
A hearing petition, minutes, motion to adjourn, it's by vote.
I'm sorry, have we opened up this for discussion at this point, or are you asking us to open this up for discussion at a later point, Madam Chair?
At a later point, I'd like to consider that at our next regular meeting, which will be in about
December.
Okay, well, I thought I'm having a difficult time hearing, but I thought I heard a bunch of lobbying one way or the other on the topic now.
No, okay, so we'll, I just asked staff to bring that to our, a rule change if one is required to our next regular meeting. So I appreciate that direction, Skip. And let's move on to the regular business, which is today, the approval, the review and the approval of the minutes that are under consideration and have to be supplied to the court within a timely manner.
Yes, so that's the only item, and it's an administrative item, so we do not have to take public comment on this item. We do have some paper copies if anyone would like a minute to review those. I can give you some time, and then ultimately you can let me know when you're ready for any edits or a vote.
I did look at them, so I will move to approve them. To approve the meeting of June 28th.
Yes,
Okay.
I second that. I looked through them and I thought that they were represented what we said and what we did.
Okay, all right.
Tammy, you wanna take a look? You're
Yes.
quoted in there.
Yeah, you can see that later, right in here. Thank you so
And
much.
if you need more time.
No. Yes, he's
Okay.
right there. He's right there. I'm looking right here.
Yes.
Okay, so it's been moved and seconded to approve the minutes of the BZA meeting, June 28th, 2023. A vote yes is a vote to approve the meeting minutes. Skip Daly.
Present.
Okay, Guy Loftman,
Yes.
Dee Owens,
I have to abstain because I wasn't there. I did read the minutes, however. I'm
Okay.
surprised the meeting was over at 7:17 with all that business. Good work.
okay, and just to clarify, Dee, I think it's, if you read the minutes and you, I think you're able to vote,
If you view the meeting.
viewed the meeting, okay,
And compare that to the minutes, you'll be able to vote.
okay. So.
I didn't
no,
do that.
okay. All
review
right.
the minutes.
Pamela Davidson,
Yes.
Margaret Clemens.
Yes,
Okay, so the vote is 3-0 to 1 to present, so they do pass.
okay. Okay, are there any other items on the agenda for discussion?
I would just alert you, if I may, to the Geff case.
Yes.
That, the Supreme Court that denied cert on that. So that case.
I'm sorry, I don't know, but I don't recognize the name of the case yet.
That's the billboard case.
Yeah.
And so that went up to the Seventh Circuit, and the Seventh Circuit ruled in our favor on most of the issues. But the one issue that the district court ruled against us on, the permit issue, was not appealed to the Seventh Circuit. So Geff was not happy with the Seventh Circuit decision, appealed it to sought a writ for the cert for the Supreme Court, and the Supreme Court denied that. So the only issue now is on attorney's fees for Geff for the issue that they prevailed on, which is the sign permit issue. So they've made a submission to the district court on that, and have offered, have suggested that they'd be willing to negotiate those fees. And so that's in the process, working with the Insurance Defense Council on that right now.
Real good.
Good, that's a lot of hard work.
Well,
You represented us well, so keep up the good work.
I was able to sit back on this one.
The Supreme Court takes very few cases.
Correct.
I mean, it's never in your favor, no matter how compelling your case, just the way of it.
Yes, yes,
Yes. And Margaret, thank you for putting that issue on the agenda about the minutes.
yeah,
Skip, I would say it wasn't lobbying. I like that we said, what is your position? That
Yeah.
it was really just understanding where we're coming from. That's what I would say to that.
yeah. So, if there's anything else to discuss, did you receive all the documents you need from us for the discovery?
As far as I know,
Yes,
I have nothing because missed the meeting and nothing.
somewhere deep
No
in
notes.
my piles of paper, I have notes that I took during the meeting, but those notes are usually like technical notes, like somebody says they need to be promoted to panelist, or they say they can't hear, or I put on my paper to Pamela, who was sitting next to me, drink question mark after the meeting, and she nodded yes, but that's all I've got, and it doesn't really pertain to Sojourn House, and it doesn't pertain to the subject. It was just on the back of my sheet of paper, and when people come up and swear in, I write down their name, so my aging brain can remember it.
But this was only a request for electronic documents, wasn't it? Or was it also a request for hard copy documents?
I think it was.
Notes.
Documents.
Notes.
I think it was all documents.
Yeah, no.
Documents, so I don't see your personal notes as being a public record.
Right,
But if they decide to interview you, if the Department of Justice decides to interview you, they may ask you questions.
I have a question about it now, in my own research of the matter, or is that subject to discovery, or no? I mean,
No,
you know, just because sometimes when there's a case, I look up, background information on what's being claimed, and then I inform myself.
yeah, that's not, I don't regard that as a public record,
Okay,
but,
You drive by properties on occasion.
I do that,
You do. I mean, like that, but that's not a note taking. That's,
yes,
yeah.
Now, if you do any research of the topic and then email someone else
yeah.
research,
Yeah.
okay, then that was,
Yeah.
okay, yeah.
And again, I don't see that as a public record, but if the Department of Justice wishes to interview you, they may ask you about your knowledge. and so-
yes,
So,
and I'd be happy to comply.
Okay.
But with that being said, I just wonder, is there anything else, or is it, oh, Skip.
Skip has his hand up. Yep.
Yeah, Skip has his hand up. Hi, Skip.
Hi, thank you. I do have a question about the matter that I think was just being discussed about the turning over of electronic correspondence. I went through my email to see if there was anything, and the only things that were coming up were email correspondence from either council here or other staff announcing meetings or things that everyone has been copied on. Is that something I legally have to hold on to or make a log of and turn over?
No, that they will get those documents from the staff and it will be noted on the documents that you were copied or sent a copy, so.
Okay, so as long as either you or other members of the planning staff were the origin, I don't have to hold on to that or provide any of that.
That is correct.
Thank you.
Well, this has been very helpful. And Dee, do you have any questions?
Nope, no correspondence, no questions.
Okay, thank you.
Move we adjourn.
Okay, I second that.
Second,
Anybody opposed? Thanks, everybody, for showing up and for making this happen so we can meet our deadlines.